Hello all, and welcome back to Chreos Gaming. I am continuing to perform business with House Hlaalu and Odral Helvis, who says, "What brings you to Caldera, Drolan? Business does. I am responsible for land in the Scadian Isles, and at this time of year, I need to collect the rent and taxes from the farmers." Okay, what about rent and taxes? The two farmers I want you to speak with are Minat Varnan Ada and Loven Andis. Aha! Get 50 drakes from each of them and return to me. If they refuse to pay, kill them to set an example for others. Right, who is Minat Varnan Ada? Yes, that's one of the farmers I want you to find. He lives just east of the Arvel plantation. Who is Loven Andis? Yes, he's one of the farmers I want you to get the rent and taxes from. His farm is just west of the Dren plantation. So one is east of the Arvel plantation and the other is west of the Dren plantation. Well, I think now we have a good idea of what his scheme is. He claims to be owner, tries to take taxes. If they complain, well, if they complain, they die. But if anybody questions it, he can say, no, go look at the land deed. I own that land.
Welcome, friend.
Huh. Blech. I mean, at least when you sneak into places and steal stuff, there's a chance there's a chance he gets caught. There's really no justification I can make in any kind of real sense to try and say that me walking in and stealing the gold off of somebody's dresser is better than him using the means he is to gain taxes that probably would have been taken by somebody else anyway. Still.
You mean the taxes they're already paying to the lawful owner?
Yeah, probably, actually, now that you mention it. They're probably paying rent of some sort, and then the owner's paying the actual taxes, so... Well, except if that were the case, he wouldn't try and gain the taxes. I mean, he did say rent and taxes, so there's that, I suppose. Anyway, I guess I don't need to, drag you guys along as I try and make my way to Vivek. I'll come back in when I get there and talk to Chreos, just because I've been going to him with each of them to see how he responds, and I'm not liking his responses any better, but I'll be back. All right, back in Imperial Manor. Come find this annoying and disturbing individual who asks if I've done any more business with Odral, and when I talk about taxes, rent and taxes, rent and taxes, he says, "A few drakes is nothing to one as worldly as you or I, Dumpling. The farmers may not have 5 drakes to spare, much less 50, and I suspect Odral merely wants them killed. Here, take these 500 drakes for keeping me informed and pay the rent yourself. Don't risk your succulent skin trying to find the farmers." That's really tempting.
I would do it if it were me.
And I forgot to quick save it.
Oh.
So apparently this is going to be what we do. 500 gold is added. My journal has been updated. If I come to my journal, it says Chreos told me that the farmers probably do not have 50 gold. He asked me to pay rent and taxes myself and gave me the money to do so. You know what? Out of curiosity, I'm going to go find the farmers and I'll come back when I find them because I still want to see what they do if I talk to them. All right. So this is Loven's farmhouse. It is literally right outside of Dren Plantation. In fact, if I bring this up, you can see the plantation's right over here. You jump over the wall, get to the farmhouse. So let's go see what Loven has to say about taxes. Loven is not here. Horn chest is empty. That's 5, 10, 15, like 18 gold there. And an apprentice probe, which I will steal. Because
You're paying his taxes, so...
Well...
You're paying his fake taxes?
Yeah. But there we go. There's an individual. Come over here. Talk to Loven Andis, who says, Greets me as an Evermean, and when I ask about rent and taxes, says, I don't have 50 drakes. Look around if you want. I can't stop you. You can take my guar if you want. If I ask about the guar, he says, Corky? Sure, hey, Corky. This Khajit here is your new owner. Say hello, Corky. Okay, good. Maybe I didn't just get a guar to follow me, because that had not been my intent. Okay, so he agrees to give you a guar. And maybe if I'd asked about Corky, he actually would have given me the guar, but I don't want it. And again, I forgot to quick save. So now I need to head back east to find... Nope, options is not what I wanted previous. To find Minot's farm, which is between Surin and Dren Plantation. So I'll come back in when I find Minot's farm. Okay, that took some doing, but this is the area where Minot's farmhouse is. It's right here. He's got a better house than the other guy did. Is this Minot? This is Minot. I talked to him. He greets me as an Everine. I ask him about rent and taxes. He says, no, there's no way. I can't afford it. And that's it. Like, that's all he says.
Okay, so can you ask him about Odral?
No. You cannot ask him about the individual, unfortunately.
Okay.
And then if you talk to him... Nope, he did not like the second
You can ask him about the
persuasion.
other farmer, but...
Oh, can you? That's interesting.
Lovenandus.
Yep, ask him about Loven, and he says, his farm is down the road past the Dren and Arvo Place Nations to southwest. Okay, but now that I'm a little more in his good graces, if I ask about rent and taxes, no, there's no way, I just can't afford it. So, he really can't afford it, neither can the other guy. Neither of them are dead, though, because in this case, I'm just going to stick with what Crassius said, as much as I dislike doing that. We will return, talk to Odral Helvis, who says, do you have the rent and taxes from the farmers, or did they hold out on you? Rent and taxes. Do you have the 100 drakes from Minot, Varnon, Ada, and Lolvin Andis? Yes, here it is. I must admit, I did not think you could actually get the rent, Drolan. Well then, shall we discuss other business? Journal updated and 100 gold added. Journal says, Odral removed, not added. Excuse me. Odral Helvis thanked me for collecting the rent from the farmers. So we'll see what additional business there is with Odral in the next video. Thanks all. Hello all, and thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please click the like button below. You can also subscribe using the channel image in the center of the video. If you are interested in more content in this video series, to the left is a link to the full playlist. Alternatively, when it is available, to the right will be a link to the next video in the series. Thanks all.